Hello friends, a new day and a new video. So while scanning through with the sample, I came across this structure which immediately caught my attention because it was an amoeba and a very slow moving amoeba. As you can see, it has different body structure, kind of a thick coating outside and the protoplasm inside. This is a shelled amoeba. Magnification is around 800 times, and at 800 times magnification, this is what is presented to us. The movement is very slow, but if you keep on observing at a given space, in a given space, then you shall see slight changes in the morphology. Small reticulopodias or the pseudopodias are thrown out and the organism changes the shapes. This will be a very slow video, obviously, because the movements won't be sudden or continuous, but episodic. But the fun is in watching the growth of new pseudopodia, small ones like small bumps on the skin, which are then converted into a stronger force. As we can see, there are a few projections being generated, and very slow, subtle movements in the body are seen. Magnification at 800 times is a little difficult to contain in a living sample because of the constant motion, and especially since this sample has a lot of water as the medium, there is a lot of movement. There are nearby other ciliates like Euplota, Paramecia, which are causing turbulence in the water. This the hyaline, there is a new pseudopodia being generated on the 7 o'clock side. We can make it out by the hyaline kind of color, and another pseudopodia is extending towards 3 p.m. direction. It's a very slow movement. I hope you can also observe the movements of the cell organelles. There you see, the 3 o'clock side pseudopodia has been preferred over the 7 o'clock side pseudopodia, and hence the shape has become more oblongated along the 3 o'clock side. Now we are at 700 times magnification. And perhaps we can get a better comprehension of the movement at this level. You can see it was a slight movement, but a very prominent one. Another pseudopodia is now generating itself towards 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock direction in a very slow but steady manner. A small bump is being generated, and which is the ectoplasm, hence it's very clear comparatively. Let's zoom in. further at the cost of resolution. Alright, we will now move to some other part of the slide at a lower magnification. We are going to 10x. Oh, that was my fault. This was our amoeba. This is at 400 times magnification. And you can make out certain pockets in it. We go to a lower magnification so that we can appreciate the other ciliates in this sample. Let's zoom in. I hope you observed that another amoeba near the strand. Yes, there is a filament, and on top of it, there is an amoeba. This is not a testate one. We'll bring that in focus and observe it for some time. This is another amoeba. Just keep an eye on its shape. We'll keep an eye on the shape of this fellow. I hope you can see the ectoplasm extending to newer areas, especially this part, this notch. Now, since its movements are very slow, we'll come to it a little later. Meanwhile, we go and look at the other organisms in this sample. These are bacteria, lawns of bacteria. Micro world is a very fascinating one, and you never know what you will bump into. So we go back to a lower magnification since it's becoming difficult, and we come back to watching these ciliates. What is that? Oh, another amoeba. Let's focus on this. It just went away. Let me take you back to the original amoeba that we had. This apparently is a cyst. Well, let me admit, in my enthusiasm of zooming further, I happened to crush the objective lens upon the cover glass and got it pressed against the slide, which has caused a lot of trouble in this area. The organisms might have been crushed and many must have died. A few were thrown out into the free water and they survived. For instance, one here, dead body. That's a dead ciliate. That's the end of the slide, where we have a few more remaining. We'll zoom on this one. So we leave it at that and get on to doing something more worthy. Thank you for being a part of this endeavor. We shall soon meet with another video of something else more interesting than this. Good day.